Okay. I have not even an idea where to start. Okay, I guess I'll say this first. I have what's called Stickler syndrome, and that's, sorry.
It's okay. It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's a connective tissue disorder. And thanks. Because of it, I've spent the last year and a half in a wheelchair. I've just been up for over 2 months. And so that was really big to start with. This last weekend I got hinges. Yeah. So I have ankle movement. It was really funny. I stood up at the doctor's office. I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, you can move now. I'm like, I see.
Isn't that awesome?
So that's a little basis. Also, before I came to school, I was having lots of issues with what the world and what some churches and some people have made God things, such as speaking in tongues and different experiences like that. And so before I came, I wasn't speaking in tongues or anything. And as I was filling out the forms, it says, "Are you filled with the Holy Spirit?" And I'm like, well. And so anyways, I talked with my pastor, and he's like, "Well, are you open to it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he prayed, and he said it can come in, and it might just start in baby, like a phrase or a syllable. And he's like, "Well, do you have something?" Because I knew the moment I opened up my mouth, it was going to go, blah. You know, and I did. The moment I opened my mouth, it was just like, blah, 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 blah. You know? And so me, I had that instance of, this is real. Okay. So then, when Dr. George Black was praying for me, and everyone was praying, I had never been slain in the Spirit before. And that was one of the things that I had issues with, because I was like, you know, I know that is a God thing, but at the same time I was like, there's places where they push and push and push and people get hurt. And I'm like, that's not of God. And so I was down and I was like, okay, God, this is you. I get it. Thank you. And then on Saturday, Dr. George was like, there's a spirit of healing here. And this is the First Fire Church. And I was like, okay. So I went up, and I'm thinking physical feet. That's what I was thinking I was going for prayer for. So he prayed. I went down again. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's real. I understand. But as I was, God was telling me, you will be rewarded for your faithfulness. You will be rewarded for your joy, for your perseverance, all these different phrases, and it was just like so overwhelming in the Spirit of God. And so I got up and I was like, okay, well, like my braces didn't disappear, they didn't burn off in fire, like what's going on? Okay, you know, but by his stripes I am healed, and I was just proclaiming that over myself. And then Jessie, she helped me up, and she looks at me and she's like, let's go have some ice cream. So I'm going to back up now at that point. I was born, and we didn't figure this out till about 7 years ago, with a severe dairy allergy. Not lactose intolerant. It's an allergy like people are allergic to peanuts and stuff. I was actually getting to the point where if I was going to consume more dairy, I was getting to the point where they were going to have to give me an EpiPen. So communion during, when Dr. George Black was here, I just took this little itty-bitty crumb of bread, and that night I got sick. I was like, okay, God, what? And then Saturday, prayer, Jessie, let's go get a bowl of ice cream. You're kidding me.
You're trying to kill me, Jessie.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, I believe. By his stripes I am healed, I believe. But I was having such a hard time with it. By Friday, I had totally talked myself out of it. No, this isn't real. This can't be God. I can't be healed of this. Whatever. I had these lies going on. And then Jesse started talking and saying we need to put ourselves into a position of faith. Friday, I sat down to dinner with a slice of pizza in front of me, going, okay, God, it's you or the hospital right now. So I had 3 pieces of pizza. Nothing. Or should I say everything? Saturday. Saturday, I had, we went to a birthday party, and I was like, Mom, I just need a little ice cream. So I just put a little bit on the end. I'm like, what am I doing? I ate a whole scoop of ice cream. I was fine, okay? Then I was like, we're still like my family, because I've lived with this my entire life for like, okay, I don't know. After all this, we're still, I don't know. Is it? So I had my mom measured out 1/4 of a cup of milk. And I drank it with my supper. And I'm like, this stuff is gross. Like, I like my soy milk. Anyways, I drank it. I was completely fine. So, like, God is incredible. Like, I'm in this stage right now where I feel like I'm in a dream. I don't know how to convey it to you guys how freeing this is, because I really wanted to go on tours. And like, even going to design to worship this weekend is a headache, because I have to make all my own meals and prepare them to bring, right? And now I feel like, yeah, I can sign up for tours and I can go to design to worship with like just serving God and just go there totally sold out for Him and not have to worry about myself. So